Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be covering, is it worth it to buy the Canon 5D Mark IV in 2023? The Canon 5D Mark IV was a great camera when it first came out and is still arguably an amazing camera today. Should you buy one given the fact that there are newer cameras available like the R5, like the R6 Mark II, even the new Sony A7 R5? Well, that's what we're going to be covering today. And yeah, without further ado, let us dive into the video and get started. I would be a bit biased to the Canon 5D Mark IV because this particular camera kind of helped my events and photography and weddings photography to be elevated a bit in 2023. No doubt it's an old DSLR camera that came out in 2016. It still kicks a punch in the image quality. It is the first full frame camera that I ever had and absolutely love it to bits. Let's talk about the photo capabilities of this camera as it is what it was built for. It was built to take amazing photos, and I guarantee you it does exactly that. The photos that come out of this camera are absolutely gorgeous, both in studio and outdoor. Of course, when you buy a Canon, you get the gorgeous Canon colors and Canon amazing autofocus. The Canon 5D Mark IV absolutely nails that like crazy. Low light performance is a little bit behind if you compare it to today's cameras like the R6 Mark II, even the R6. If you take into consideration it was made in 2016, then it becomes reasonable. Given the camera is full frame, you'll be getting amazing bokeh, especially when you're using fast prime lenses. So fast prime lenses that like the 50mm and like the 85mm, it's perfect because it gives you amazing bokeh. This is exactly why the Canon 5D Mark IV is still great for photos in 2023. For the fact that it has an EF mount, you have loads of options for the EF lenses compared to the more expensive RF lenses for the Canon R5, the R6, the R6 Mark II, the R3. You could even pick up the 35mm, the 50mm 1.8, or the 85mm 1.8 for the same price as the RF 85 f2. You could also buy a load of used lenses, EF lenses for just this camera, and that is absolutely insane. So Sigma or Tamron that makes EF lenses, you could also get lenses from them. If you're looking to focus just on photography, I think this camera is an absolutely no-brainer as it is built like a tank. It has the ability to be out in the rain, even in the snow and whatever weather. All right, so let's move on to the video aspect of this camera. The camera is definitely built for photos first, so arguably in terms of video capabilities, it doesn't stand a chance to the current or recent video cameras or hybrid cameras. Putting it up to today's standard, it definitely doesn't work out. You could shoot at 1080p in 60 frames per second at 80 bits. That's fairly average, and this is the best you can get. You can also shoot at 4K at 30 frames per second, but it's going to give you a motion JPEG, which means the files are going to be really large, and your computer or whatever thing you use to edit is going to lag a lot to edit them. And it also has a 1.6 crop, which means you're going to go from a full frame to shooting an APS-C size, which means all your lenses will be cropped, and whatever lens you're using will be multiplied by 1.6, so a 35mm will become a 56mm. The 4K looks okay, but it's not too great and not too bad. But I don't shoot on 4K. I don't shoot 4K on it, and also the large size is really an hassle. It also doesn't have an in-body stabilization because of the big mirror in front of the full-frame camera sensor, which was more than perfect in 2016. It does really have good autofocus, face tracking, but no eye tracking. And this is really much on the video aspect. It was a great downfall for this camera as the video was expected to be great, but was not in 2016. Especially if you compare with the newer cameras in its price range, which I will touch in a bit, the video features is just not up to par. So if you're shooting videos in 2023, although the autofocus and colors are great with this camera, it is just not worth it. All right, so where does this camera, the Canon 5D Mark IV, stand in 2023? With other cameras like the R5, the R6, the R6 Mark II, the Canon 5D Mark IV gets lost in all of this comparison. You could easily get an EOS R or even an EOS RP for a price lower than Canon 5D Mark IV. You could also get the Canon R6 for even a price close to it or a little bit more. It's definitely way better than the Canon 5D Mark IV with the recent Digic processor and its features, especially when it comes to video. I'm not sure the Canon 5D Mark IV has a place in 2023 anymore, except you want a camera with a solid body, perfect for most weathers. You could also use the EF lenses to save money and also want to focus purely on photos. If you are a diehard photographer at art that wants to focus on photos and not videos, then this should be the perfect camera for you. Alright guys, thank you for stopping by. If you have comments or questions, simply drop them in the comment section and I'll get to you. If you have the Canon 5D Mark IV for a while, I would love to hear your experiences and your opinions. And if you're new around here, don't fail to stop by and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.